We all love the sound of money, and a $1,500 sign-on bonus sounds even better. That's right, Bellisio Foods of Jackson is offering a $1,500 sign-on bonus to new employees. Receive an extra $100 your first 6 weeks, then $400 after day 90, and $500 after day 180. Don't wait. Apply online at BellisioFoods.com/careers today. That's BellisioFoods.com/careers. Come work for a company who truly values their employees. Come work for Bellisio Foods.
Well, happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV. Of course, Jennifer here to start off your TGIF Friday. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, all of that great stuff. And we have some friends from the Markay, and of course, our friend Cynthia Stiffler is here. Where are you, Cynthia?
Cynthia, Cindy.
Okay, I don't know
Hey,
you, Cynthia. Yo. No, you're here to talk about some things going on at the Markay. And then our good friend Julz Stewart will be here the second half of the program to talk about some other great things happening at the Markay.
Wow, it's cool. There's a lot going on. It's exciting.
Yes, and you have somehow gotten yourself into a wild year-long project, I think.
I've been working on this project with Apple City Players for 2 years now. And actually, Julz is helping me. Julz is writing all the music. This Apple City Players started the youth theater program. And it's funny because I've mentioned this a couple times if you've been to any of our recent shows. We started it in February of 2020.
That was smart.
That was really exciting. So February 2020, we take on this huge project, and then the theater closes. Yes, the theater closed. Everything closed. The kids were stuck at home. Everybody was stuck at home.
It was just a big old mess.
It was a big mess, and we tried to do virtual, which we did. We were successful in what we did. We had 12 Ways to Survive Life in a Quarantine, which was a video production that we posted on a live stream.
I remember that was so good.
Yeah, and then we tried again in 2021, and we ended up with Dr. Evil and the Pigeons with Lasers.
Yes.
Okay, and then
I don't think we'll ever forget Dr. Evil and the Pigeons.
The Pigeons with lasers. I mean that just went down in infamy.
That left a mark on Main Street TV history.
It did. It was fun, and we took it on as a virtual play, but then the theater opened. And so,
surprise!
So we didn't want to lose that opportunity. So what we did, Dr. Evil kind of was a show about
Pigeons with lasers.
About the Galactic War Council deciding to take over Earth. Dr. Evil's going to take over Earth with the Pigeons with Lasers, and he was going to attack first Seattle, then he attacked Oklahoma. He really got messed up in Oklahoma. But anyway, he tried to take over several cities. Anyway, so I wrote where he took over Jackson, and then we had the live act was him trying to take over Jackson. We had the 4 mayors, Colton, Oak Hill, Wellston, and Jackson involved in the play to defend the cities and the county, and it all worked because we defeated Dr. Evil in the end.
There you go. The pigeons got nothing on us.
That's right. So I was driving on this long drive and listening to music and not even really thinking about anything in particular. And in my head comes this idea for a children's Christmas musical.
Love that.
And it was called Kid Kringle.
Okay. And you're just making this up.
Yes. I'm
like
completely insane. Yes.
Yeah. So this isn't like, we rent a script or whatever. This is like Cynthia makes it up.
I made it up, and it's kids. Kid is Santa. Kris Kringle's younger brother. Kid Kringle is Kris Kringle's younger brother. Santa's younger brother. And I started thinking, well, what's he do? What is Kid Kringle? This is my thought, my path.
Yeah.
So I'm driving. It was a long ride.
Well, thank goodness.
Yeah. So Kid is struggling at the North Pole, trying to figure out his place, and currently he is the keeper of the naughty list. And he loves his brother. He's got his job, but his job is kind of like scrolling through all the people that are bad at Christmas, you know? And him and his buddy, Jack is a snow bunny.
A snow bunny?
A snow
Like
bunny.
an actual bunny?
He's an actual snow bunny, but he's hot pink.
Okay.
So he's having a little bit of trouble hiding in the snow. Everybody in the show is a little different. And that's what the show is about.
Cool.
Is that we can all be different and maybe we're misunderstood. And we end up on the naughty list. And we shouldn't be.
Uh-huh.
We're just misunderstood. Maybe we need some friends and some love and some understanding, and that will all help us feel better. But then I started thinking about the Markay and how to bring this to life on stage.
Yes.
And so I've worked in that theater now for 6 productions with Apple
Wow.
City Players.
Are you
And
thinking at the beginning when you came up with this, like it being a kid production, or are you thinking it being an adult production?
No, always thought of it being
Always
a
kid
kid
production. Okay.
production. And so I thought about it being at the Markay, and there's so much that we could do to expand what we do at the Markay in theater productions.
Mm-hmm.
And so Kid actually, the girl that ends up being on the naughty list that helps him figure this all out is the weather girl. Her name's Sissy Couric. She's
Sissy Couric.
Sissy Couric. She's
Mhm.
Katie's little sister. Anyway,
for the love of
so
God.
so Sissy she's not just the weather girl. She's misunderstood and she wants to take over the weather. And so she creates a series of several storms trying to disrupt Christmas. And so the
Uh-huh.
whole theater is going to come alive with these storms.
Oh.
And so we got
is it going to
light-
snow in there?
It might snow, it might rain. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to do. But as I relate this to the children's theater, I thought of it as to get our theater going, we need kids to just not be part of the acting crew of youth theater. We need them to be everything in the youth theater. And as part of a learning experience, which is the goal of Apple City Players.
Sure.
I decided to help out, and the whole group decided to back me on this, to do a summer workshop.
Okay.
Okay?
Love that.
And last Saturday was our first workshop for the kids, and it was set design.
Oh,
Right now there's 21 kids signed up, 15 were in the first class, and so we started building Kid Kringle's set.
Really?
Yeah, and it's really exciting because the set
So
at the
cool.
Markay, this set will be. We're going to be working on this all summer, and then we're going to work on the actual production throughout the fall, leading to Christmas. And so the set has to be mobile and functional, and so everything kind of collapses and can be stored.
Okay.
And we can bring it out and back and forth as the Markay does other productions.
Sure.
So that's the first part. But what I'm here today is because we got 5 more classes and we have room for more kids.
That's right. And so here's the deal. This is probably going to be the first time ever, I mean, I would think at the Markay from an adult or kid production where the kids can be involved in every aspect
Yes.
of the production.
Every aspect.
Everything. And wouldn't that be so cool as a kid to say, I built the set, I helped produce the thing, I helped I'm
Direct,
acting in
sounds,
it,
tech,
all of that.
Costumes, makeup.
Putting all of it together, and I had my hand in every single thing of that.
Even they're even going to help me finish the play because I've got the structure of the script going, and we've got Julz working on music for it, and we've got all these ideas, and they're not finished. And we want their perspective.
Sure.
So, and we want their voices in the play. So they're also helping me kind of finish it.
Love that.
And but the people I've gotten involved in this, I mean, Bob the Builder's built for Apple City Players at
Yes.
least 5 or 6 of the sets. So he was there the first last week with the first set building show.
Yes.
But I have a professional makeup artist coming, and I have a professional costumer coming, and I also have they're called a technical director.
Okay.
Becoming involved. And a technical director will help me with all those storms, lights, sound, and magic that's going to happen in the theater. And these kids get to be all a part of it. And then at the end of August. Now the classes end in July, so
Okay.
they'll go all the way to the last class is July 30th with sound. So they'll go through July. Then at the end of August, they'll get a chance to either one or the other. I've told them you can either apply for one of the positions as crew, which is director, stage manager, props manager, sound, lighting. There's going to be about 6 or 7 positions to help costumes and makeup. So they're all going to be helping with that, and they will be in charge of it. Okay.
I want to come play.
Yeah, they're going to get to play.
This sounds like fun.
So it'll be all the kids working on the whole production, and then they can audition for the 11 parts that are available in the show. In the end, we'll have almost 20 kids in the show. So we have 20 kids participating now. So, and you don't have to participate to audition or apply.
Right.
Though I would love for them to, because they're missing out on such a wonderful opportunity. And it's free. It's been free. We were given a donation from the endowment of Brooks Jones Endowment Funds for the Arts. And we were given some monies, and this is what we're spending it on. So
love this.
Yeah, so this is free. It is 5 more Saturdays, and it's from 9 to 1 on the Saturday. So 9 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, when is this? And
it's at the Markay. We do everything at the theater.
Okay.
So the next one is June 18th. So it's next Saturday. We're going to be working on props. But when people think of props, they might think of, just a little thing that somebody carries or something like that. But really, no. In this show, the props are major pieces of almost the set, because they're used in the set, but they're also a tool that gets you through the scene, and that's what a prop is. So it's going to be exciting. We're again working forward to where eventually we can do some storms with this stuff.
Love that.
So June 18th, then we take a break for a couple of weeks, and then we'll be back in July. In July, it's the 9th, July 16th, July 23rd, and July 30th. And it's always at 9 a.m. to 1 at the Markay Theater. It's open to kids in 6th grade to 12th. Doesn't matter what age they are. They're in 6th grade to 12th. And going into 6th grade, or, just getting out of 6th grade, whatever, all the way up to 12th grade. And we actually have kids from every single area in the school system in the county. We have Oak Hill kids, St. Peter and Paul, Wellston, and Jackson, out of the 20 that signed up.
Love that. Now, let me ask you this, because, it is summer and a lot of families take vacations, and, there's the fair, and there's, all of these things going on that the kids may not be able to make every single workshop. Is that okay?
That is okay. We're not requiring that they be involved in every single one.
Okay.
I would love for them to commit to 4, but there's only 5 left. If you can make 3 out of the next 5, you can come on down and get a piece of the action. It's free. It's fun. I think we went through the kind of introductions on the last one.
So you were telling me, you have to tell the story.
All right, yeah.
This is so funny with a good ending. Like,
it is good.
It started out a little bit hairy, but
we introduced ourselves. I introduced myself, and then I went around to all the kids that were there. And what was funny is the very first person that said he was there, he said, "I don't want to be here."
Like, he said his name and said, "I don't want to be here."
I'm not saying who I am. I don't even want to be here. And I was like, all right. So, the thing is, I didn't really know that I wanted to be there years ago, involved in the kids theater. And here I am. I've got excited. Yeah. And out of our introductions, 3 didn't want to be there. And whether or not their parents forced them, or sister and brother said to come along, and they didn't want to be stuck home, whatever it was, they didn't want to be there. But I think that at the end, we kind of tallied up the responses, and everybody had a good time. So they were glad they were there. They were glad they were there. We got them all involved. I mean, they were using power tools.
Yes. Listen, this is fun, and you get to learn to use things that you would never get to use otherwise.
It's definitely hands-on. I'm not they're not there to just watch us teach them. It's actually, come on, let's do this.
Yeah, like you get that air-powered nailer and you're going to nail something, man.
Right.
It is so satisfying to use power tools.
I know, we had it all. And what we learned is we need more. We need more tools. We were actually delayed because not everybody had a tool and they needed one. So we should have had about 4 more drills and a couple more staple guns. But we're learning.
Yeah.
We're learning. And everybody that's getting involved and coming on board to teach a class or be involved in just assisting is real excited about letting the kids kind of take the lead.
And I think that's like the most, I don't know, like when you were telling me this idea, I mean, this has been going on for a while.
It has.
So, like when you were telling me this, like, I don't know, forever ago, months ago, I was like, what a cool thing for those kids to get to go from every aspect of a production all the way through and then be part of the final production.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm wondering what we're going to do next
that?
Because this is so exciting.
I know.
It'll be different the next time. But
And you can't do like a Christmas one every time because, so it has
if it goes really well, heck, we could sell the rights.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually, I think it's going to be a really well-rounded little show.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to have, Julz is working on the music. We hope to have about 6 musical numbers in it. And some light shows and just cuteness. I mean, we've got 11 characters in this, and Kid and Jack actually have a friend named Balti, who is Balti. Balthazar.
Did that come to you while you were driving as well?
Well, he's a wise man, but he's not a wise guy. He's just sort of a idiot savant.
Heard.
He says some things that actually just like they make everybody go, okay. And but he's their buddy. He's kind of the voice of reason in some cases.
Gotcha.
And then there's the candy canes, none of which are peppermint. Everybody's a little different in this show.
I love that.
Okay, so we got Cocoa Minty, we got Kiwi Cane, we got a bunch of Fruity Pebbles going on in the candy cane market, but they work at the candy shop and they're going to help out too.
Okay.
And then we've got the townsfolk, which are they're townsfolk of the North Pole, and so we're going to kind of work on developing what these characters look like, what they're going to be wearing, and they'll also be involved in all of the numbers, and they're going to be moving the set around because the set is very mobile, and so it's on wheels and it'll move around and be exciting.
This is so fun.
I'm very pleased with it. My heart warmed when we had the kind of opening night and there was like 20 kids there from everywhere.
So good. I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here. Aw. But you're here. Kind of captive. We had them.
See it happening though. Like, Mom made me come here.
Everybody, you know what? We built the stage on the stage. So
That's
everybody
awesome.
had to get on the stage, get a power tool, get with some people. There, you could see them. They were all up there.
Look at them. They're working hard.
We haven't had this kind of thing in Apple City Players, but we've talked about it as a goal since I've been involved, is to eventually get into the youth theater. But it's hard. You need volunteers. I am not the only one involved in this. I may have been some idea maker and kind of took the lead. But without volunteers, without some of the adults and even the moms, I had one of the moms, Kim McGuire, I think is her last name. She just took the lead and handled a crew of kids, and I was like, oh, thank heavens. We don't have a committee that's large. I have about 3 people. Francis Gibser and Dave Warner are also on my committee. And so they've helped get me the people from Okta and the makeup artists and the technical directors. They have all those connections to get me those. But for the actual classes and to further through the production, we are going to need some adults to volunteer and be on the committee. So if any adults would want to be involved with their kids or on their own and think this is a fun thing to do, talk to me. Our email is applecityplayers@gmail.com, and it'll go to me. If you send an email to Apple City Players, I will get that email.
Yeah, there's there's the dates. If you're interested in participating, you can see the dates up there in June and July.
Yeah.
And again, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Markay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was thinking, because I talked to the makeup artist the other day, and it's a man, Nathan. His name is Nathan. And he said, well, where are we going to do the makeup? And I said, we're going to go down to the green room, turn those lights on. So we'll actually be where people will put on makeup, and we'll set them all up in chairs.
I mean, it should be, right?
Yeah.
Like, go through the whole experience.
The whole experience. And a lot of the kids have never seen backstage.
Right.
They don't know what it's like behind. And they're going to get up on that sound booth, and we're going to have them work in spotlights and the board, all the things that everybody says, oh, don't touch that, you can break it. We're going to tempt fate. We're going to touch it. We're going to tempt fate. Tempt fate.
Girl, you have no idea what you've gotten yourself into.
I do want to thank, we've had, since we're there from 9 to 1, we've been trying to get some free lunches.
Fair.
And Little Caesars gave us pizza last weekend.
That's great.
And Walmart has given us a card for, sandwiches over at the sub shop over there.
Oh, cool.
And so we are trying to get out of the next 5, get some free lunches for the kids and stuff, so that we don't have to leave the theater, or that they don't have to bring something. And lunches are difficult, and we have to take a break. It's 4 hours, and it goes through lunchtime. So
yeah,
we take a break and eat. Though Bob the Builder last time, after a half hour of eating pizza, he was like, back to work. He got all those kids back on stage. He cracked the whip on them all. I said, come on, guys, we got to start back up. And I guess that didn't fly fast enough.
Bob said,
let's move on. Anyway, but it's really been nice. It's a good thing for Jackson County. It really is, and all of the county.
Well, listen. Okay, so and I say this a lot. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, we're here in Appalachia, and we don't have the opportunities that the big cities have, and whatever." Well, listen. This is a perfect opportunity for your kids to be able to, for free, to learn every aspect of being of the theater and being part of a production for free for a few hours once a week. You know what I mean? And this is an opportunity that most kids would never have. So jump on it.
Right. I mean, they're the children's theaters that are outside of our county. Some very successful. I mean, we've heard of like Chillicothe's got a pretty strong children's program. Parkersburg does too. And that's not even Columbus, which has big programs for children. But finally, we're able to give something like this and offer it. And, Apple City Players is still trying to find a foothold in community theater, just doing adult productions.
Right.
So it's a lot. We're all volunteers. Nobody gets paid to do this.
No.
Yeah. And so
thank you.
And everybody involved. It's just, many, many thanks, because this is a lot of time and a lot of dedication, but we do it because we try to make it fun.
Well, yeah.
And who wants to not do something fun?
Well, see, and that's kind of the whole point, right? Like, don't we all just want to have some fun?
Yeah. And you got to, a hobby, things to do. A lot of I think when I first mentioned having the classes and saying, well, the classes aren't about acting. The classes are not about singing. The classes are about lights and all the behind the scenes stuff, the makeup and the costumes.
Yeah.
The things that nobody ever really understands how much work goes in.
Magically happen.
They magically
but no one
happen.
Thinks about.
Yeah, that it took the whole 8 weeks, 12 weeks, in this case 3 months to prepare for and fund.
Right.
Also, they're not cheap. Lumber prices have been crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So we just come up with this stuff and hope somebody will pay for it.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, that's what we do. But we've been very lucky with some of our sponsors. We really have.
Yeah.
Blessed to have the kind of people and support that Jackson's been providing, Jackson County. And I really want to stress that. It is a county program. It should involve all the reaches of our county.
Yep.
And so sponsors, you don't have to be from City of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill. All these
Sure.
people can be involved. Their kids can be involved. They can be involved.
The community theater, like we're all a community.
We are, and it's even speaking with the Ohio Community Theater Regional Association, where they all little theater production companies struggle.
Sure.
They struggle for funding. They struggle for volunteers. They even struggle basics, actors. We don't have enough people auditioning for anything. So, and sometimes the youth theater programs are the only thing that keep people involved because they want their kids involved.
Yeah.
So we've been late to the game, I think. We've been 5 years struggling with the adult programs, and we really need to get into the children's groups and grow that too.
Yeah, I think so. And, they're our future. So let's get them excited, get them trained.
Yeah. One of the kids involved, she's a senior, and she's leaving. She won't even be a part of the actual show because she's leaving for college.
Yeah.
And she's minoring in theater production.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah. So she's taking this with her. That kind of person might come back and give
Absolutely.
back to us and
Mm-hmm.
give back to the community. And it's really, it's fun. It's exciting. It's exciting for the kids. We've got little brothers and little sisters just waiting to be told what they can do and how they can be involved.
I love that. And same, I wish that something like this would have been available when I was growing up, because I was never involved in theater, never even thought about it. And I've told this story a couple of times, but until I got to college, and one of my professors, he ended up being my advisor through a weird series of events, because my advisor went on sabbatical. He left me. But I met this guy, and he was the theater professor, and loved him. I just loved him as a human. And so then I started taking theater classes because I loved, him, and then realized how much I really liked that. But it was so, late in life. And I wish that I had gotten involved earlier, because I probably would have been involved in high school productions and things like that.
And I think to take that leap and all of a sudden say, I want to audition, get on stage
It's
and sing
hard.
and act.
I mean,
that's
it's
scary.
Scary.
And so if you get involved in the workshops, you get to know the people, and it's not as scary to audition.
Then you're part of the family.
You are. And I've always said my whole life that theater people, which I was very involved in theater when I was in high school, and even some professional stuff when I was a little older. Theater people are just some of the most, they're easygoing. They accept everybody.
Yeah, and I will say that everybody's
it's just
accepted.
Everybody's accepted.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And they don't even, it doesn't even faze them all. It's just here we're here.
All your quirks, bring them.
Yes. When you get involved in theater, you sort of have to lay yourself on the table and say, here I am. This is me.
Yeah.
Because you can't hide it.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to hide. So when people get involved, then they realize, oh, I can just be me.
Yeah.
And then I can play all these characters or be involved in the magic of creating something fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
That actually ends up being where people fall in love with the theater.
Well, and I think you also find yourself within that as well, because you kind of get outside your box, and
you do
maybe I like snow skiing and I didn't know it, and I've always been afraid to do it, but
I know
now I'm going to do it because I played that character, or you never know what's going to happen.
And you think it's like a little bit of a magic thing to escape. You escape.
Yeah.
You escape into this little world, even if it's just for a few hours. And when I am involved in the productions with Apple City Players, and it's rehearsal day, okay, I know I got 2 hours after work, long day, all my stresses, but I can come for 2 hours and be somebody else.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Yeah.
And you can develop that person into whatever you want it to be.
And the more crazy they are, the better.
Yeah.
I find that in theaters is one of those things where you can exaggerate everything.
Yeah.
And it works. You're playing to the whole audience. So
Yes.
it's really a bigger thing than just say film. Film is a little bit more you're right there and your face is right there.
Yeah.
Whereas theater is the big room. Everything can be big.
Yeah.
And
You're
that's what we're
right.
planning with Kid Kringle. Everything is going to be big.
That's going to be so fun. And so if kids are watching today or parents are watching, what's the best way for them to sign up? Do they just show up? Do they need to call you? How do they get involved?
If you want to just show up, which I will accept, but you will have to take a moment and fill out the application form. I need information from you, and I will probably need I will need your adult signature. So you will have to be brought by a parent. Yes. So you can't just show up and be dropped off. Your parent has to come in, sign the paper, and you have to sign the registration form. I would really love it if you just contact me in advance.
Yeah.
applecityplayers@gmail.com and fill out the form online and then send it back to me and show up. I like to kind of get a rough idea of the number of kids because we want everybody to be involved. I've sort of been splitting them up into groups so that everybody can be hands-on, not just watching. And in order to do that, I got to kind of know how big my groups are going to be. And so I have an adult for each part of that. And the instructor's not really part of either one of the groups. They're instructing the groups.
Gotcha.
So that's how we've worked, and it's worked out pretty good. I think when we get to the more difficult stuff, like when it comes to sound, not everybody can be hands-on in sound, but I want everybody to have a chance to work the sound tech program that we'll be loading in sound effects into, and timing. We're going to work on timing. And we'll have some of our props in our set so we can work out our lighting and sound with those things. Like my snow globes, I hope is going to explode.
So she comes in the other day. This is how she ends up here today. But she comes in the other day and she says, guys, I'm trying to figure something out. And James and I are like, what? What do you? She's like, I need to make a snow globe, and then I need to figure out how to make it explode. And we're both like, why are you here? Do we look like the exploding
snow globes in June?
The exploding snow globe, connoisseurs or what?
Yeah, I would.
No, I know what you're thinking.
Love that.
They're sick and twisted. Let's go in and talk to them.
I know. I was telling some of the people in Apple City Players about the ideas, and they're just leaning back in the chair like, you're going to do what? Well, I wanted to kind of break open and kind of explode and shoot out rainbows,
There's just going to be a lot of laser beams and
if
stuff
you
involved.
Don't imagine
It'll be fine.
it'll never happen. The thing is, if you can't dream it, you can't make it happen. You've got to go there. And when you get the right people, they'll say, I know how to do that.
Yeah, well, James and I did not, did we, James?
First of all, I don't even know how to make an 8-foot snow globe.
So that was her first question. You guys have any ideas about how to make an 8-foot snow globe? And we were like, no. And she's like, and then in the second part, I need it to explode.
Or at least crack open and look like it's going to explode. Remember, it's a special effect. We're working hard here. We're gonna try some things. Yeah, the next pitch I'm gonna have after we get through all these kid shows is you got to come see the show.
Oh, of course.
So you may see a snow globe explode. Just saying.
I mean, we have a few months to figure it out.
We do. We never know what's coming. Special effects in the Markay Theater.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
And it might be rain. It might be snow.
You never know.
It might be rainbows.
Or all of it.
Right.
I mean, there was a pigeon with lasers, so.
I know. And we did do lasers throughout the whole theater. If you got to see that one. The laser show did happen.
See?
When the pigeons started to be released, and then we had tigers with jetpacks. They came in and they were roaring, and then there was light show. So it was pretty crazy.
Tigers with jetpacks.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
There you go.
That's what children's theater is all about.
Well, I love that. And so if you do want to sign up, or you want to sign your child up, they're guaranteed they will have fun.
Guaranteed. And there is room. So just contact me, and we've got plenty of room because we're doing it in the theater. There's 230 seats there. We'll figure it out.
That's right. You're all welcome to come. So
yes.
Email address once again?
applecityplayers@gmail.com.
All right. I'm sure there it is up on the screen. And those are the dates of the Children's Theater. You don't have to come to every single one of them, so don't panic about that.
And it's completely free.
So, all right. Well, thank you so much for
Thanks for
stopping by.
having me.
We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And good luck to you
Thank you.
in exploding that snow globe.
Come see the show too.
Yes, very much so.
Christmas this year.
That's right. All right, let's head to the weather forecast. And because I know a lot of you, there are a lot of things going on this coming weekend. Thanks that you're wondering about the weather forecast. So today is Friday, looking like about a 30% chance of some showers or thunderstorms this afternoon with highs of 78, lows of 56. For tomorrow on Saturday, as I said, all week, that 50-50 chance of rain. Very mild temperatures, though, with highs of 77, lows of 60. And then on Sunday, a bit warmer. That sunshine comes right back out with highs of 85 and lows of 66. And then beginning of your work week, hot, hot, hot. So finally, June is starting to look like summer. Don't forget a couple of things going on this weekend. We do have the Cause for Pause second annual car show. Here's the flyer for it. And that will be at the A&A truck stop this coming Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And of course, the proceeds are to benefit the Humane Society of Jackson. And they will have all kind of prizes. They have Top Dog, Cat's Meow, Pick of the Litter, Favorite 32. There will be food. There will be music. If you bring a donation, then they'll give you an extra raffle ticket. They're having a 50-50 raffle. All vehicles are welcome. Again, that's tomorrow at the A&A truck stop from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., all to benefit our furry friends here in the area. So please get out and do that. And also, we have Summerfest? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Vinton County Summerfest happening at the Vinton County Fairgrounds, and this is a fundraiser to benefit the Vinton County football team.
That's exactly right. And that's
which is
also
also going to have
tomorrow.
a car show.
And they're having a car show. So whatever area of the county you're in or whoever you want to support, cool. But the kids they're having a cornhole tournament. This is at the Vinton County Fairgrounds. This is all tomorrow. They're having bands. They're having a car show, food, all kind of great things. And of course, this is to help the football program. Those kids need, to buy shoulder pads, and they need to buy all of the safety equipment. And they like to, do things for the kids. They like to feed them as helpful. So please get out and support that this coming Saturday, tomorrow as well. So lots and lots of great things going on in the area tomorrow. So, all right, is Julz with us? There she is.
Hello.
Hey, Julz, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's a chill day here. How are you doing, Jen?
I'm doing great. Are you on
I hope
vacay?
you. Yeah, this is not a green screen. This is the beach.
I was
Get
like,
confused.
tell me she's not going to call in from the beach because I'm probably going to be really angry with her. But that's okay.
Oh, I did. I did be angry, be jealous, beachfront. I'm living the dream, and I'm here chatting with you. I'm happy to be here.
Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your beach vacation to spend some time with us this morning because we have something really, really important to talk about. And so we had Cindy talking about the Apple City Players, the kids camp, but tomorrow at the Markay, there's something super exciting going on. So you want to fill everybody in on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow is our very first attempt at a film festival. So Cardinal Village, which is like a creative that my cousin Jalen and I have made. We make short films and documentaries, and we decided to sponsor a film festival in Jackson. Starting tomorrow, we've given people prompts. They've worked on their films for a couple of weeks, and tomorrow we are going to debut them on the Markay big screen, and we're going to pick a winner.
Oh my goodness. And, okay, number one, why the name Cardinal Village? Where did that come from?
That's a lot of our stuff, and you'll see the stuff that we have. We're actually going to debut a short that we shot last year. But Cardinals are kind of like a sentimental nostalgia thing for Jalen and I. We grew up, we have a lot of family members that love I think that's pretty common around here though, right? Cardinals are pretty big
Sure.
around here and people love them. So we always had family members, their houses were like just trinkets of Cardinals everywhere. And then kind of the idea that it's not just, the two of us, it's a whole collective of people. So we were
Love
like
that.
Cardinal Village. That's how we slapped them together, like total geniuses. We said, that's right. Put them together.
You are
So
brilliant. I will give you that.
Thank you. I'm also at the beach. Did you know that? Here it is. There you
I
go.
saw that. I appreciate you pointing that out yet again.
Are you jealous? I think it's, are you jealous a little, but not really?
No, you have no idea how jealous I am of you right now. It's been a long time since I've been to a beach, and I hope that you guys are having fun.
It's been good. It's been really good weather. We leave today. We split the trip up into 2 days because Bowie doesn't fare well in the vehicle. Neither does Kelsey, really. Neither does any of us. I shouldn't blame it on her. We're trapped in the car together for a few hours and we're like, all right, let's call it quits. So
Yep, that's
we'll
it.
be back tomorrow. Yep. I'll be back in time to host tomorrow for the film festival and everything, but enjoying one final day here.
Heck yeah.
It's been good.
Love that. Yeah. Love that. Okay, so this is and I'm so glad that you started this and I had the honor of being part of our own James K. Hamilton's production. And so it was really fun to get to say that being part of this actual film festival. So you have several entries, which is amazing for the first time. And considering James makes it look easy, right? I'm sitting here and I'm watching him just, slice and dice all this stuff together. But this is not an easy task. And it takes a really long time, even to make just a 2 or 3 minute video. So to actually have people take their time to do this is amazing. And you have quite a good group this year.
Yeah, we ended up having 4 total, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
And James was one of them. We're gonna play ours as well, so there'll be 5 total showing tomorrow night. But we were blown away, and we have some kids that we got from like the high school. They did some stuff, and we really wanted to stress that this wasn't about equipment or how big your team is. It's really about storytelling, how you create a narrative and how you put that out in the twists and the turns, and that was the main thing that we wanted to do. So everyone really did a great job. I was super surprised, and they all got the same prompt. So seeing how everyone incorporated the same prompt and the prop and the genre and turned it into their own thing. It was great. I loved how James, you guys incorporated the line. It was really neat. I don't want to give any spoilers because I want people to come and watch it, but it was really creative. I was like, oh, I know that voice.
It was literally, we had so much fun, and there's a whole backstory to our line, but we're not going to tell it here, right, James?
No,
it'll get us taken off the air. But anyway, I'll tell you sometime, Julz.
Okay.
So, but no, it is so much fun, and you're exactly right. So you gave, I think it was 3 different criteria, right?
Yes.
And I can't remember.
We did the genre, which was a drama. We kind of wanted it to be more broad this time. We thought about other ones, but we wanted people. You can fit a little bit of everything into a drama. Some humor, some more seriousness, and it gives a little bit more of a broad spectrum. And then we did the line that they had to incorporate into their script, which was, well, this doesn't fit in here. Now what? Which I thought a little bit of a challenge. You gotta have something physical to go along with that. And then they had to incorporate a prop, which was a bouquet of flowers. And it was interesting to see what a bouquet of flowers means to someone and how they made their characters use that. And each one is a little bit different. Each one is totally unique. And I think everyone, you got to come out and watch them tomorrow. I mean, it's, it'll be a nice, quick, fun little evening. Looks like the weather's going to be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Except 100 degrees. Why is it going to be 100 degrees? I didn't ask for that.
Well,
Did
that's
you?
not tomorrow. That's the beginning of the week, James or Julz. You'll be fine. I promise.
I'm already thinking about it. It's got me in a panic.
We were like, oh, it's been so pleasant and so spring-like. And then all of a sudden, here comes the 97 degrees.
Just, I mean, so unnecessary, but okay. I guess that's, that's Ohio, but it'll be good. Saturday night, people should come and watch. And, each film is under 6 minutes. So they're quick, and short films are fun to watch. You got to cram a lot into one little area. So you get the whole story in there real fast. It's fun.
Well, and I haven't seen any of them other than the one that I was like privileged enough to be a part of, which is the one that James did. And, we were talking about, and I think you touched on it, a drama can also be funny, right? So
yes, absolutely.
There's a lot of humor in the one that James did. And while there are serious parts, it's also very, very funny. And so I'm glad you picked the drama genre, because it enables people to add a whole lot of stuff into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, which we were hoping. I think that's comedy is it's hard to do when it's just comedy. When you see your favorite like comedians in a movie, like 6 of them, you're like, this is going to be great. But then you like really judge it kind of harsh because comedy is difficult. So when you do drama, you have the ability to step in and step out.
Yep.
So, and there's a few other people that did some funny moments too that was very good. The short film that we did, it will be debuting on Saturday. It's really funny. It's pretty funny. It's based on a true story. So there should be a lot of laughs in the theater tomorrow night. It'll be good.
Well, very good. And everyone's welcome to join in, and please come out and support all the hard work that everybody put in, because and you're going to see, I think the coolest part is how people can take 3 different things and make them their own, and they are completely different ideas.
Yes, no one did the same thing at all. No one got even close to anyone else. It was all super unique stories. And like I said, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna giggle. It's gonna be good. It's very entertaining. And like you said, come support, the people. I remember when we got to debut the very first short film that we ever shot at the Markay. We had like a little preliminary showing, and people showed up, and just watching your stuff on a big screen and having people in the audience and hearing a laugh or hearing a gasp, like that is I remember that being a moment for all of us where we said, okay, we really, like, hobby or not, we want to keep doing this. So I hope that the people that, you come and support those people, and it is a ton of hard work. James knows how much hard work it is, especially because I think you pretty much did all the behind the scenes work on your own, didn't you, James?
Yeah, but like it wasn't that much. Coming up with an idea is the hardest part. Everything else is
He's a little modest, right, considering.
Is kind of easy, but coming up with the idea, that's the hard part.
Yeah, what he doesn't understand is he does this stuff for like a living, and it is easy to him. But for the rest of us idiots out here, we don't know what the heck we're doing. So, I think, it's his knowledge is just it's frustrating to me.
Well, I do have to give
smart, and I'm not.
Everybody I work with, they might not be professional actors, but they're all professional personalities, and there was very little direction that I had to give them. They just kind of took it and made it work.
I'm pretty sure what he's trying to say is we're all full of
You're all
what.
full of it. Yeah. Exactly.
You guys just have your own little characters, and you just got to bring them to life even more, right? Like Cindy said, you just crank into it.
Well, I will have to say though, Julz, I have been part of a few of your little productions, because when we were doing like a trivia at the brewery, we started doing these videos, which were absolutely hysterical, and they became like this like cult like followed thing, and then they got so out of control we were like, just no more, because we can't literally spend our entire lives doing these videos every week. But they were hysterical, and they were so much fun.
Yes, they were. I mean, we're talking about those guys. I think the very first one we did about rowdies and archinettes in the sports trivia was had like almost 10. Did it have almost 10,000 views, or
Yeah.
was it 5? It was like almost 4 or 5,000 views somewhere. I mean, people love it. We got to really. You guys got to lean into those characters. You get to kind of lean into like the stereotypes. You had to, and you get to poke fun, and it makes everybody just, I mean, you guys were superstars. Do you remember when we shot one at the Markay and you
Yeah.
were fainting?
My Zima cooler.
John, yes. Yeah, the boy band trivia. That one was classic.
Will you sign my Zima cooler? Yeah, yeah, I think that was the one where we finally drew the line because it took us like days to do that. We
were walking across the town. We were going into the brewery. It had security guards. It was too big for our britches.
Yeah, we were ridiculous. We were like, okay, over it. But anyway, no, but that's a lot of fun, but it is a lot of work. And so we hope that everyone will come out Saturday and support the folks that put all their time and effort into this film festival. So tell us the details, time and all of that stuff.
So tomorrow night at the Markay, 7:00, and we're going to start playing the films. It's $5 for people to come in and sit and watch and support. And then we're going to play through all the films, and we'll pick a winner. First place is going to be $500.
What?
And then we also are going to do a People's Choice.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that, Jen,
you
just in case we won, so I didn't have to split it with you.
I was going to say, Jen, did you, in your contract, did you already get paid for your services? Or
I was never told about this prize. No, so
Yeah.
All right, James, you can have it. You put in all the work. All I did was run my mouth, which is what it's basically the only thing I'm good at in this world. So it's okay. I'll give you that for free. So, so $500 to the winner, that is huge. But then the People's Choice, what is that all about?
Yeah, we are going to have People's Choice. We're going to play through the films, and then we're going to let everyone put a vote in that comes physically. You got to be there to vote. So everyone gets to vote. So I would encourage all the people that have, made teams and made films, like bring all your friends and family, support. And then the People's Choice Award is going to be tickets for the entire team to Markay show for the rest of this season and all of next year. They get to pick one that they want to come to. Elvis is included in that. I had to pull some strings, but if they want to come to Elvis, I can make it happen.
Whoa.
And, I anticipate Elvis is about to be pretty big because have you seen the advertisements for the new Elvis movie?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be off the chain.
No one can do it like Dwight Eisenhower, but, they can pick a show, so the crowd will get to pick, and then they get to pick a show that they get to come back to the Markay for free and enjoy a fun night to celebrate their winnings. So it'll be good.
Love that. Love. And so do you have in front of you the rundown of the things, or should we go through those just to tell everybody a little bit about what's going on?
I do not. I don't know if you know this. I'm at the beach. Did you know that I'm at the beach?
I heard that through the grapevine that you were at the beach.
Okay. This is not a green screen. But you can read through them because you have a great voice, and don't let that jealousy of the fact that I'm at the beach come through your voice, but just get in your character.
Julz, I really appreciate that. You are such a pal. But no, so she's at the beach if no one knew.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first entry was done by Jaden Goodman, and it's called Love You Always. And it says, when two kids fall in love on the playground, a beautiful yet tragic love story begins. The viewer is taken through the past and present of this journey through life, accompanied by love. So that is the number one. Number two, brought to you by Bram Folk, and it's called Diana Sola. Isolated at the edge of a mysterious wood, Anne reaches out the only way she knows how, hoping for any contact with the world outside. Ooh, this sounds really wild. And then the esports media team did What I Want to Be, which is in a school assignment. A high schooler named Dallas learns he can't be what he's wanted to be his whole life. After school, he wanders the town and sees things he could be when he gets older, but none seem to be his calling. So that is that one. And then, of course, our own James K. Hamilton, and you named it Team Alice. How funny. So I will say our production was called Damn It, Alice. And it says partly inspired by a voicemail left by a wrong number. Damn It, Alice tells the story of a misguided man attempting to get the attention of a former romantic partner who now can't be bothered to even come to the door. So yeah, that was the one that we were kind of involved in. So yeah, so you can come out, check it out. Julz and the gang will be playing their short form film as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Can you tell us about your film now, Julz?
Yeah.
We got some photos and stuff I want to show.
Yeah, absolutely. So the film we shot
Was it
we shot
filmed
this
at the
last
beach?
year. It wasn't. It wasn't. But you know what? I think I'm going to film another one, and I think I'm going to come to the beach for it.
Okay.
So, do you want to come? Do you want to be in it?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Have your people email me your fee, and we'll contract that out.
Well, evidently, I just work for free, so it's okay.
Perfect. So does everyone I've ever worked with on these things. So that you fit the bill perfectly. But the film that we did last year and that we're finally getting up to get it finished now it's called Floyd County Petrol, and it's a true story. It's about my cousin Jalen and I. It's about our great grandpa, and this is like a folklore legend in my family. A lot of my family's from Kentucky, so that's my great grandpa Henry Mullins, and that's my grandma. And he was a preacher, and he owned a service station, and it got robbed one night. His 16-year-old son was working the service station, and it was this huge story because my grandpa did not call the police. He chased him down in his underwear, and he got them. So you'll see this is a extra. We don't have the original actual paper, but this is the actual headline. It says minister forgets pants to chase robber duo distance of 3 miles. So this is like a story that my family told. Yeah, he was sleeping in the service station, and he let his 16-year-old son work the night shift, and he got tied up and robbed, and he woke up and just didn't even think about it and was in such a hurry, and everything just kind of fell into place that he chased him down, and he got the robbers in his underwear. So we recreated that. Yeah, we did it, and it's very funny. And that's Jalen and Aiden. Aiden Massey helped us a lot with sound, and we were able to use some equipment in this one that we hadn't before. It's unreal. You think like one person operates a camera and that's it, but in this one we were actually able to do something. It's like called pulling focus, and it's where one person will move the camera, and then there's another knob, and that person adjusts, and all he does is focus on the screen, and as the camera moves, that person adjusts the focus separately. So there's two people working one thing. This is us doing some hair and makeup. These guys were covered in tattoos, and tattoos were a big thing in the 50s, so we were constantly just covering them in makeup, in Vaseline. They were great sports about it. But it's so much fun. Yeah, this is us, and we got to use people from Jackson will recognize this station down by the middle school. Dan Lawson, he let us work in here for free, and Joe Loftus, he's another guy. He hooked us up. There's a lot of old vintage cars that these guys came and they parked their cars, and they're like, which one do you want to use tonight? And they let us drive these incredibly pristine and awesome vintage cars so that we could get the full effect. There's Josh Richter on the right there, who plays my grandpa, and then Ethan Martin in the middle, who plays Sid, my great uncle, and then there's Katie Spriggs, who plays my grandma Alice. And that car we were all so scared to drive that. We were like, please let someone else drive the car.
I would have been scared to stand that close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, they were so kind. All those guys were so kind and let us use their vehicles, and they just all they said was, "Can we watch it? Can we hang out and watch it?" And so they watched us. We filmed it for 5 days, and we got about 5 minutes worth of footage over it. And but it's so much fun. Cindy said it earlier. You're in a different world, and with film, you're really in that world. It's everything. It's every sound. It's every light. It's all of it, and your people are fully immersed. So it's a blast, and we're excited to let people see it and hopefully get some chuckles from that one as well.
Love that. And I love that it's a true story and, it has to do with your family. That's amazing. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, Julz, thank you so much for joining us from the beach. We greatly appreciate the
welcome.
fact that you, are at least bringing a little bit of the beach to us this morning in Southern Ohio. We won't even give you a hard time for it.
Good. You're so welcome. I'm glad I do it. I'm gonna bring back the little bags of sand for you. I'm just gonna put it on your front porch.
You are a
So
pal.
you know.
I knew. I could feel the love already. Yeah. All right. Well, have a great time. Everybody get out to the Cardinal Village Film Fest debut this weekend at the Markay, 7 p.m. on Saturday evening. So come on out and enjoy.
Cool. Yes, please. Thank you for having me. So great to chat with you, my friend.
Of course
You
it
too,
is.
James.
Right back at you. And you all drive safely, and we'll see you here tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Okay. Thanks everybody for watching for the day. We greatly appreciate it. Lots of stuff to do this weekend. Please get out and about, support the community, support the film festival, support the Humane Society, the Vinton County football guys, lots of other things going on as well. So we appreciate you tuning in this morning, and we will be right back here on Monday, probably with some news. So have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you right back here then. Bye-bye.